My name's Nick Cater and I run Birdshill Renewables. Here at this business park, Birdshill, we've installed a solar PV array with related inverter and battery storage, 15 kilowatt array and 10 kilowatts of battery at the moment, alongside an air source heat pump and EV charging facility. So the installation here as well underlines the development of the business. We've grown from a largely domestic customer base as a company into providing services for larger businesses in not just a rural but also an urban setting. We've got two roles here. We are an occupier and tenant of the building, and we're also the installer of the equipment. This site here is multi-tenanted premises, so there are a number of other businesses tenanted here. Most of those businesses run during daylight hours, and the energy consumption of the business therefore is much higher during the day than it is at night. There's a fairly high electrical usage as well as reasonable heating load for the building, and therefore the solar PV array generates a significant amount of the building's required energy. In addition to the electrical side, the air source heat pump has provided an alternative fuel source which is compatible with the existing radiator system throughout the building. Up until that system went in, it was purely on an oil boiler, and obviously, as we know, oil is a very volatile commodity, and now the business building can run either on electrical heating using the heat pump or on oil, depending what may be the more efficient fuel source at the time. On this site, we've installed a 15 kilowatt solar PV array on an excellent south-facing roof which maximises its yield. We've installed 12 kilowatt battery storage with that to optimise the availability of the solar and our usage on site, and an EV charger for our electric vehicles. Managing the installation on site here, it was important that we didn't interrupt any of the business's operation, because it's not just ourselves but the other businesses are running throughout the day. In this case, the installation really didn't interrupt any of the businesses. So the installation is pretty fresh. It was installed within the last few weeks, so it's early days in terms of the benefits from the system. However, the Fox equipment that we've installed has got an excellent app, so we can see on a daily, weekly basis how much energy the building is using, how much energy the PV is generating, how much we're storing, and therefore what the offset is. It's clear already that the system will pay back very quickly in this case in terms of the electricity it would have otherwise required from the grid. The installation here was really important for us as a business, because we strongly believe in using the services and products ourselves that we install, so in our own homes and so on. So the opportunity to install these services in our place of work was really significant for us, and the building is an excellent showcase now for renewable technology. There are two heat pumps working here. We've got the solar, we've got the battery, we've got EV charging, we've got some pellet-based space heating in the building as well. So we're showcasing and using ourselves a lot of the technologies that we install for our customers. When we speak to other business owners and other business park owners, we would always urge them to look at their existing costs. The electrical costs of a building can be quite hidden, particularly to a landlord effectively, because those costs are passed on. However, the opportunity with the technology and the systems that are available now, you can substantially reduce not only the running costs but the carbon footprint of your building. And increasingly, as we see businesses being targeted to improve their environmental credentials, this could be a significant step for them, and a relatively straightforward investment to make. In our role as a supplier, we're able to signpost businesses to grants where we can help them with progressing applications, or potentially bring in third parties who are specialists in grant applications to help the process through. Yeah, so if you're interested in reducing your energy costs or reducing your carbon footprint, then please give us a call.